good morning, class. Assalamualaikum. How are you all? Yes, Iman, Faliha, Hafsa, Mustafa, Laiba, Saida, Abdulrahman, Roha, Jumal. How are you all? Please let me know if you can hear me and can see my screen clearly. Please let me know in the chat box. Voice is not clear. Just a minute. Is this clear now? Yes, is this clear now? Yes, okay. And what about the screen? What about the screen? Is this clear? Okay, means we should start the class now. Okay, class, today we are going to learn the next topics of chapter kinematics of linear motion. Up till now, we have in the class and in the last online class, we have learned about the uh, relative terms rest and motion, that what are the situation in which we consider the body is at resting state and what are the conditions in which we consider the body as in the motion state. So and after that we have also learned the different types of motion, that is translatory motion, rotatory motion, and oscillatory or vibratory motion. Now today we are going to learn about the kinematics. Walaikum assalam, Bilad. Yes, today is our lecture number 18 and kinematics of linear motion is our chapter in physics. Up till now we have learned rest and motion as a relative terms and different types of motion and their examples. Okay, now today we are going to learn about speed and velocity. First of all, we will learn about the kinematics, dynamatics, scalar and vector quantities. Then we will learn about distance and displacement, and then speed and velocity. These are the 3 or 4 upcoming topics which we are going to learn today. And we will also discuss them in detail in the class in the next week. Okay. Okay. Voice is clear. Let me know now. Bilad, can you hear me? Yes, Bilad, can you hear me? आवाज नहीं आ रही बेटा. Roha, please check at your end as well, because I have changed the mic and now let me know. Now let me know. अब आ रही है. Okay. Okay, fine. Okay. So, okay, Tabassum. So today we are learning about the kinematics, that what is actually kinematics. It is actually the branch, or we can say sub branch of physics. We learn kinematics under the branch of physics that is called mechanics. Okay, in kinematics we learn about the motion of different objects without any reference to the force, or the force involved, means the causes and effect of the motion. We don't consider, or we don't refer what are the causes and effects of motion. We only look after if the object is in motion. So it's a branch of physics in which we deal with the motion of objects without any reference to the physics, or agent causing the motion is called kinematics. The word kinematics is derived from Greek word kinema. It is derived from a word kinema. as you can see here, it is derived from a Greek word that is called kinema. In kinematics, we study the position and motion of an object in space at a certain time without considering the causes and effects of motion. Right? Is this clear? Is this clear? If this is clear, please raise your hands or let me know in the chat box. Okay. So, Rumesa? Okay, fine. Beta, in the mid of the session, please time to time let me know in writing the chat box that voice is clear, or you can see my screen, or you can hear me properly. Okay, Meda, thank you so much. So that I will be sure that everything is okay, no internet issue, no Zoom issue. Okay. So in this picture, you can see that a man is trying to bring the ball in the motion. We are only considering the motion of the ball. We are not considering the efforts which this man is making. Okay. We are not considering the effort this man is making. Who has unmuted himself? Yes. Okay. So we only consider if the ball is in motion. This is kinematics. Kinematics of the ball. Likewise, two men are. Somebody is distracting the class by opening the or unmuting the mic. Please don't do this. We have very limited time and don't try to distract me. In this picture, in the second picture, you can see the two men, they are pulling or dragging the box. If the box is in motion, we are saying that this is the kinematics of the box. However, we are not considering what are the efforts are being made by the men. Okay, so we now we move to the next branch that is called dynamics. It is also a branch of physics or sub branch of physics which deals with the motion. It is a branch of physics in which we deal this branch of physics deals with the causes of motion, that how motion is produced, what are the factors which will affect the motion. Meda, please put off the mic. At your back there is some music which is distracting the class. Okay, so now listen carefully. Dynamics and kinematics, these are the sub branches of physics. We learn them, kinematics and dynamics, we learn them under a main branch of physics that is called mechanics. So in kinematics, we only focus or refer to the motion of the object, while in dynamics we deal with the causes of the motion, that how the motion is produced, what are the factors which will affect the motion. And we also learn that dynamics word is taken from a Greek word dynami, meaning power. So dynamics is the branch of physics which deals with the causes of motion and how they affect the motion. So in kinematics, we study the position and motion of an object in space at a certain time without considering the causes of motion, while in dynamics we study the pushes or pulls which causes or resists the motion. Like in this picture, you can see if the wheel is moving, this is called kinematics of the wheel or kinematics of motion. But the hand which is pulling or which is producing a force to make this wheel in motion, this is the cause. This force is the cause of the motion. This force or the hand which is pulling the wheel is actually the dynamics of the force, means this force leads to the motion of the wheel, right? So we can say here in this picture there are kinematics and dynamics both are shown. When the wheel is in motion, when the wheel is moved, this is called kinematics. And when the hand is applying the force, hand is applying the force to bring the wheel in motion, this is called dynamics. Now the next term that we are going to learn is the distance and displacement. Now distance is the length of space between the 2 points. Here you can see point A and point B. These are the 2 points, and the length or space between the 2 points is called the distance. And the shortest distance covered between the initial and the final position of the body is called the displacement. Means if there are 2 points, let's take example of you're traveling from school to home or from home to school. The shortest distance is this blue line. This is called the displacement. The shortest distance covered by a body in a particular direction is called the displacement. This is the distance between your home and your school. But your van takes you in different direction to move here and there. Okay, Meda, no issue. It's okay. No issue. So when your van takes you here and there, taking or picking different students from different direction, your distance changes. So your particular distance is this, but your distance changes when you are sitting in a van and it takes different routes or different direction. This is called the displacement. The shortest distance is this, but your direction changes when you are in the van. It takes you in different directions. So we can say the distance covered by a body in a particular direction, the shortest distance covered by a body in a particular direction is called the displacement. How do we define this? Again, I'm repeating, how do we define a space? It's the length of 2 points or the length of a space between 2 points. Means this is the length of a space between 2 points, point A and point B. This is the length of a space between your home to school. This is the length of a space between your home to school. So we say this is the distance between your home and school, but your van moves you here and there in different direction. This is called the displacement, means the distance covered by a body in a particular direction is called distance covered by a body in a particular direction is called the displacement. Okay, Fatma, if tell me if my voice is clear now. Yes, Fatma. Let me know if my voice is clear. Yes, Roha, can you hear me? What about the others? Abdul Ahad, Abdul Rafe, Iman, Falak Sher, please let me know if you can hear me. Please raise your hands, everyone. Please raise your hands, everyone. Zimal, Fauzia, yes. Okay, now as you can see that I was explaining distance and displacement. The length of space between the 2 points is called, the length of a space between the 2 points is called screen is not sharing. How this is possible? What about others? Yes. Only Hamza is saying that his screen is not sharing. His screen is shared, Hamza. Rumesa, what about? Yes, Fatma, screen RE, it's sharing. Okay, fine. The length of a space between, now please focus on the lesson. Please focus on the lesson. We need to complete it quickly. The time is running short. The length of space between point A and point B, from your home to school, this is called the distance. And the direction you take to reach the school from your home, this is called the displacement. This is called the displacement. So distance and displacement, they are two quantities in which we learn that the length of space between 2 points is called distance, and the shortest distance your body covered to reach school from your home is called the displacement, right? And who is this? Rumesa? Rumesa, what do you want? Why you unmuted yourself, Rumesa? Rumesa, why you unmuted yourself? Okay, now next is scalar and vector quantities. There are some quantities in physics which we learn. They are called scalar and vector quantities. All the physical quantities, they are divided into two groups, scalars and vectors quantities. A scalar quantity is a quantity that has only magnitude. Magnitude refers to speed, size, or direction of the object. Again, I am mentioning, please write it down. Please write it down somewhere in your books. Rumesa. Yes, Rumesa, you are distracting the class by unmuting yourself. Please don't do this. I have muted everyone, but I don't know how come Rumesa unmuted herself. Yes. Now focus on the lesson. Please write down somewhere. A scalar is a quantity that has only one magnitude. The definition of magnitude I am writing in the chat box. Please make sure to write down, everyone. Magnitude. Again somebody has unmuted. Magnitude is the refers to direction, size and direction of the object. Magnitude is referred to size and direction of the object. Rumesa, I unmuted. No, I muted you, but I don't know how come you are unmuted yourself. Now leave it and please focus on the lesson. So, yes. So scalar quantity, it only depends upon the magnitude. Scalar quantity only depends upon the magnitude. Meda, let me know if this is clear. Yes, Meda and Fatma. If this is clear. And the vector quantity is a quantity that has both a magnitude and the direction. A scalar is a quantity that has only magnitude, and a vector is a quantity that has both magnitude and direction. Right? I will make you write the definition again in the class, those who haven't written it. Okay, now what are the examples of scalar quantities? Length, area, volume, speed, mass, density, temperature, pressure, energy, entropy, work, power. These are all scalar quantities. Vector quantities: displacement, direction, velocity, acceleration, momentum, force, electric field, magnetic field. These are all the vector quantities. And if in your book you can see, you can find that a vector quantity, it's the physical quantities which are completely specified by the magnitude only are called scalar quantities, and uh, the physical quantities which are completely specified by their magnitude and direction both are known as vector quantities. The vector quantities acting along different direction and can be added, subtracted and multiplied, right? So please capture this screen. Yes, class, please capture this screen. Hamza, capture the screen. Take a snapshot of the screen. Yes, everyone. Bilal. Yes, capture the screen. Done. Okay. We will discuss it in detail in the class. I will give you more information upon scalar and vector quantities. And I will, I will, I will define you by giving life examples in the class. Okay. So let's move to the next topic, that is speed and velocity. Speed is defined as the distance covered by a body in unit time. Yes, you have learned in class 7 about the, you have learned about the speed in class 7, that the distance covered by a, that the distance covered by a body in unit time, it is called speed. The distance covered by a body in unit time is called speed. Beta, just a minute, let me reconnect it. There is some disturbance in the Zoom session or in internet. I will reconnect it in a minute. Okay, just give me 1 minute, please. Don't go, be here. Hello. Yes. Yes, class, please let me know if you are still here and can hear me properly. Fatma, yes. Okay. Okay, Hamza. अब आवाज आ रही है? If everything is clear, please let me know. Okay, and what about the screen, Meda? Yeah, screen. What about the screen? Okay, so now we will learn about the speed and velocity. I was saying that you people have learned about the speed in class 7, that speed is defined as the distance covered by a body in unit time. Means if a body is traveling a distance per unit time, what is its speed? Okay, so we define speed as a distance covered by a body in unit time. This is called its speed. But if its speed, we can take another term that is called velocity. Velocity is the distance covered by a body in unit time in a specific direction. Look at here in this picture, you can find that this car is speeding up, and its speed is 20 meters per second. Car is simply the speed is the distance traveled per second. Velocity, this car is moving again with the speed of 20 meters per second to the right. Means when the direction is mentioned, this is called the velocity. So how do we define velocity? The distance traveled per second in a specific direction. Speed without any direction, and velocity with direction. So the magnitude is the magnitude. Here in the speed, this is the scalar quantity, no direction is mentioned. However, in velocity, if the direction is mentioned, this becomes a vector quantity, right? This becomes a vector quantity. So we can see that both the speed and velocity, they are alternate to each other. Simply, speed is the distance traveled per unit time, velocity is the distance traveled per unit time in a specific direction. If direction is mentioning, it means it is a velocity. If no direction is mentioned, it means it is speed. And speed is a scalar quantity which deals only with the size and shape of the size and speed of the object. However, velocity, it depends upon the direction of the object, right? Clear, everyone? Is this clear? Have you got it? Is this understood? Only Roha is answering. What about others? Yes, Fatma. Okay, Fatma, I will ask you in the class. Now again, the formula for speed is distance traveled per unit time, means distance traveled is divided by the time taken. For example, distance is 20 meters. Time is 2 seconds. If we divide 20 by 2, then the speed we get. Okay. Velocity is again the displacement, means in a particular direction, if the distance covered and the time taken by a body to cover that particular direction, that is the velocity. Okay. And please remember that speed is a scalar quantity and velocity is the vector quantity. I will, if we have time in the end, we will learn more about the scalar and vector quantities. Now, please open your books and highlight the important points of this today's topic. Page number 34. Open your books, everyone. The branch of physics, start highlighting from here. The branch of physics which deals with the motion of object without any reference to force or agent causing the motion is kinematics. The word kinematics is derived from Greek word kinema, meaning motion. There is another branch of physics which deals with the causes of motion, how the motion is produced, what are the factors which will affect the motion. This branch is called dynamics. The word dynamics is taken from, okay, done. Everyone, please let me know so that I'll change the screen. If everyone has done. Okay. I'm changing the screen. Page number 34 again. Please mark it, underline this. Any quantity which can be measured by any method. Again, here they are explaining the scalar and vector quantity. Any quantity which can be measured by any method. By any method is called physical quantity. All the physical quantities are divided into two groups. Okay, Hamza, are divided into two groups, scalar and vector quantities. Look, the physical quantities which are completely specified by the magnitude only are called the scalar quantities. For example, mass, time, distance, speed, work, energy, temperature, these are very important. These all things are very important. Please remember them, that mass, time, distance, speed, work, energy, temperature, charge, they are all physical quantities and they belong to scalar quantities. The scalar quantities can be added, subtracted, and multiplied by simple arithmetic methods. Means if we want, we can add them, subtract them, and multiply them by simple arithmetic method. There should be no graphical methods or trigonometric or geometrical methods applied. Okay. And the physical quantities like vector, they are the examples of vector quantities are displacement, velocity, acceleration. In the next class, we will learn about the acceleration and will do some numericals. Magnitude and direction both in vector quantities. Okay. So Vector quantities cannot be added, subtracted, or multiplied by simple arithmetic method. They are added, subtracted, or multiplied by geometric or trigonometric methods. Geometry you have learned. Trigonometry is something different. It's also a branch of mathematics, and you will learn about trigonometry in class 10th or in 11th. Okay, so it's trigonometry is the branch of mathematics, and you will learn trigonometry in class 10th and 11th, and so on. So I am changing the screen. Distance and displacement. The distance traveled, please underline this. Underline this. Done. Yes, have everyone, have you done? Yes, Meda. Okay. Okay, let me change the screen. This is again the same page, page number 35. Beta, whatever the lines I asked you to underline or highlight, these are very important for your quiz or MCQs. Is this clear? Do you have this thing in your mind that whatever the pages or lines I asked you to mark or highlight, these are important for your uh, MCQs or quizzes? Okay. So the unit for speed is meters per second. Same is the unit for velocity. Velocity and speed both have the same unit, meters per second. Speed refers only to time rate at which the body is moving, whereas the velocity refers to both the speed and direction in which the body is moving. Okay, when speed, look at here, when speed and direction of a motion of a body do not change, means if you are moving from school to your home, if the direction and the speed is not changing, the velocity is called the uniform velocity. But if the car changes its speed and direction every now and then, this is called the variable velocity. Okay, uniform velocity and variable velocity. When the speed and direction are changes, it means the variable velocity. If speed and direction are not changes, these are not changing speed and direction both, then the velocity is said to be uniform velocity. Okay. Have has everyone marked? Yes, has everyone marked? Okay, now please write down in the chat box the three types of motion. Write down in the chat box three types of motion. What are the three types of please start writing in the chat box the three types of motion. This is the reinforcement question. Start writing the answers in the chat boxes. Yes, Shiza? And along with the examples, give me the example as well of translatory motion. Look around yourself in your home, in the room in which you are sitting. Give one example of translatory motion. Translatory or rotatory or vibratory, any out of any three. Look around yourself and let me know the example, any one example from around yourself. Earth Just a minute. Yes. Car moving on a flat surface. Yes. Translatory. Fan. Good. Roha. Fan. The movement of blades of fan. Is it rotatory or translatory, Roha? Rotatory or translatory? Rotatory, right? Meda, yes, right. What about the long and short hands of the wall clock? Is it rotatory or vibratory? If a block, okay, I'm asking you a question. If a block of wood is hanging with the piece of thread in the air, thread in the air, it moves. It is tied with the thread at one fixed point and it moves. What type of movement it has? Imagine if a block of a wood is hanging with the piece of thread in the air. I have written the question. Oh, it goes to Hamza only. Okay, fine. Just a minute. Copy. Translatory? No. Look. Just a minute. Hamza, this is my question. Mehta, look at here. If a block of wood is hanging with a piece of thread in the air, आपने you fix the thread in the air in such a way that at one end one of its end is tied and another end is free floating. Yes, Meda, right. Gravity, how come gravity, Roha? I am asking about the type of motion. Vibratory, yes. This is vibratory because the block will move with the air to and fro direction. Block will move in the air in to and fro direction. So this is vibratory or oscillatory motion. Okay, this is vibratory or oscillatory. Acha, what about if a bus is stuck at the if a bus listen carefully, if a bus is stuck at the edge of the hill, if a bus is stuck at the edge of the hill, half of its part is hanging in the air and half of it is on the road. What type of motion is this? Yes, have you seen such any such situation in any movie or any documentary? This is vibratory because the bus moves to and fro time to time. This is the oscillatory or vibratory motion. Yes, oscillatory and vibratory, right. Okay, class, now we are going to end it today, and I want each and every student to bring your physics books and copies on Monday, group A, and group B on Wednesday, when there is your science class. And please have a plain reading of these chapters which we have, these topics which we have gone through it. Yes, Mada, there are some numerical I think I have given you subtitle. I have given you subtitle in which we, I think, three numericals of speed and velocity. Speed, velocity, and acceleration. Okay, Hamza. Allah Hafiz, class. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, class. Allah Hafiz, everyone.